talking about Super Eagles, that's the big deal. We've seen the round of 16 matches and what they've thrown up in terms of potential upsets. The host nation Morocco struggling against Tanzania. We also had Mali, despite being a man down and playing over 75 plus minutes in regulation time, plus 30 minutes in extra time, still going all the way to stunt the Tunisians on penalties. A whole lot is really happening. So the focus is definitely on the Super Eagles and getting the job done against Mozambique. There's no room for complacency. And one administrator who understands this is Mouktar Mohammed, who is the chairman of the Federal Capital Territory Football Association. He joins the show this evening. Mouktar, good evening. Thanks so much for joining us.
Evening, Samson. Great to have me on your show once again.
Thank you so much. Let's dive right into it. I mean, over 200 million plus Nigerians will be glued to their screen come 8 p.m. to really watch this. And it's all about winning this game and moving a step closer to, the African Cup of Nations title dream, as it were. What do you think will be the takeaway going into the game itself on the basis of what we've seen from the group stages in terms of the team's performance?
Well, it's very exciting, and I'm sure 200 million fans and, of course, all our other fans across Africa and around the world are going to be supporting the Super Eagles. We're a very popular team globally. Everybody keeps track of what we're doing. And we started this tournament, interestingly, in a perfect kind of way because we've won all our matches, we've scored, we have maximum points, we have scored the highest number of goals. So it's exciting. When was the last time we had this kind of scenario? So I think it's really positive, and the team looks like they're ready for today's match, and we expect a win. It's never going to be easy if you look at how the way other matches have been going. And of course, our top opponents are there waiting for us ahead. So then you ask after this match, which is the next one, the route to the final, because we were at the final the last time. We didn't make it, unfortunately, and we hope to bring the cup back home.
Okay, let's talk about, a concern so many Nigerians have. And is it down to the playing personnel, or you think it's all about focus and concentration during the course of the game? Against Tanzania, you had this, the team concede in the opening game. The same thing happened, 3 goals up. It looked like they were complacent in the last 15 minutes of that game, considered 2. Same thing when they were cruising against Uganda, they considered yet again. And those who have said, is it really down to the defensive personnel we have, or it has to do with just a team concentration as a whole? Yes, Benjamin Frederick isn't here due to injury, but with the caliber of defenders we have, we shouldn't be conceding goals like this, especially when they are not against top teams. So do you lend your credence to that debate that this is down to the personnel, the defensive personnel, or you think it's just a team lack of concentration, as it were?
If you can remember, Samson, you've had me on your show and you asked me what I thought about the coach. Eric Schell is a good coach, and he's the kind of coach I've said we need because he's a hybrid, I would say. He's not totally European, but he's not totally African. And he's sort of been able to manage the team in a good way. And this is rightly the tournament that he will prove his mettle. Because if you see the World Cup qualification was unfortunate, but he came in at a very disadvantaged position. So I think he's trying to prove a point. He's ambitious and he wants to show that he's a good coach. And he started very well. He's chosen the right players, in my opinion. And I think he has been able to manage the team off the pitch, the personalities, the egos, and the temperament. There's so much work behind the scenes that we don't see. Of course, football is a game of goals. Everybody, the excitement is about scoring goals. You come prepared with your plan, but the opponents too want to score goals, and they will most likely score goals. I'm not saying we have a perfect team, but yes, we're shaky. It was a nervy, or I would say a bit of a scrappy, but we got the points, So we're getting more confident, and we know the job at hand. We shouldn't go there with any egos to say, oh, it's Mozambique, we're going to win, What happens? Even after Mozambique, we're likely looking at an Algeria, and semi-final, we could likely be looking at the host, Morocco, So we have to be prepared, and we have to just have that spirit that we're going all the way. And I think the players, after the disappointment of the World Cup qualification, have come out with that tough mentality that they want to win the tournament to make Nigerians happy.
Okay, finally, let me ask you this, because you're an administrator, and this is something that is recurrent when it comes to not just Nigerian football, but African football as a whole. We have administrators and sometimes, well-meaning Nigerians and Africans promise teams monetary rewards just to motivate them. And we've seen several times as well that has not, really had the impact or the desired impact, as it were. Do you think that's the right step to take? I'm asking this because we have the Mozambican, president saying he will definitely reward the players if they get the win over Nigeria. Is that really the way to go in terms of getting players motivated to really give their all on the field of play?
Well, motivation is cut into different categories, Samson. That's my opinion. Monetary motivation shouldn't be the most important. And I know the players are not playing for that reason. Of course, their dues and the responsibilities that are supposed to, for their welfare, their logistics needs to be tip-top, perfect condition. And I think the Nigerian government has done very well in terms of ensuring that there are no issues and the players seem happy. There are no complaints from the camps. But I think the bigger motivation should be they also want to win for themselves. They want to write their names in gold. They want to prove that they are winners. They're just not players. So I think they come out with a different spirit. They don't care about maybe that public statement that they're trying to motivate them through the TV, saying that they're going to have bonuses. I think it's more of, trying to prove a point. We've had a long drought. 10 years, we haven't won the cup. Last Nations Cup, we were at the finals. We lost to one of our biggest rivals. So I think, of course, it will be tough, but it should be a bigger calling as to what motivates you to win the ultimate prize. And I think I could see that in their eyes that they want to win the cup, whether there's a monetary incentive or not. And of course, you're going to see a lot of good, well-meaning Nigerians and corporate coming up. Immediately they win this match and they get to the quarterfinals, probably they win. You'll start to hear big donations and contributions and motivations and what have you. But I think the bigger picture we should concentrate is trying to be a true Nigerian, being proud, playing for Nigeria, winning the cup, writing your name in gold and beating your biggest rivals on the continent. If we could win the cup in Morocco, then that restates that we are the giants of Africa. And like I say, the wounds of the World Cup qualification are still there, and there's a point to prove. So I think we should just keep being excited, keep praying, keep backing the team and motivating them, and let's take it one step at a time and see where it takes us.
Okay, it couldn't have been said better. Thank you very much, Mouktar Mohammed, the chairman of the Federal Capital Territories Football Association, for your time on show this evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.